They look at you with those wide, innocent eyes. They rub against your leg, purr softly, and make you melt inside. But what if I told you that behind every affectionate moment, every meow, and every slow blink, your cat might be subtly manipulating your emotions? Not in a cruel or evil way, but in a way that's deeply psychological, instinctive, and remarkably effective. This is the untold truth about cats. They have mastered the art of emotional influence. And science is finally beginning to understand how they do it. Today, we'll uncover how cats use sound, body language, timing, and emotion to shape human behavior, often without us realizing it. By the end, you'll see your cat not just as a pet, but as one of the most skilled emotional strategists in the animal kingdom. Let's start with one of the most recognizable and most deceptive feline tools, the purr. Most people assume cats purr only when they're happy, but that's not the whole story. Cats purr when they're relaxed, yes, but also when they're anxious, injured, or even manipulating humans for attention. Researchers at the University of Sussex discovered a fascinating variation called the solicitation purr. It's a blend of a normal purr mixed with a high-pitched cry, a sound designed to trigger a nurturing instinct in humans, similar to the way we respond to a baby's cry. In other words, your cat can deliberately adjust its purr to make you get up, feed it, or comfort it. It's not malicious, it's just incredibly smart. When your cat purrs with that subtle edge of urgency, it's not saying, "I love you." It's saying, "I know how to make you love me enough to do what I want." Cats rarely meow to each other. Adult cats communicate with body language, scent, and silence. But they meow constantly to humans because meowing is a language they created specifically for us. Over thousands of years of living alongside humans, cats discovered that certain tones, pitches, and rhythms of sound trigger predictable reactions. High, melodic meows get attention. Repetitive ones create urgency. Soft, rhythmic meows make us feel calm and affectionate. Your cat studies your responses over time, adjusting their sounds to control outcomes. If a certain meow gets you to open the fridge faster, guess what? That meow becomes part of their permanent vocabulary. This is operant conditioning, not from human to animal, but the other way around. Cats are shaping our behavior just as effectively as we think we're training them. And the most fascinating part? Different cats develop completely different dialects with their owners, fine-tuned to each person's personality and emotional triggers. That means your cat knows how to manipulate you specifically, better than anyone else in the house. Few things are harder to resist than a cat's gaze. Those wide pupils, framed by fur and framed by silence, can stop you in your tracks. Cats use eye contact strategically. In feline language, a long, unbroken stare is a threat, but a slow blink is a gesture of trust. Over time, cats realize that slow blinking at humans earns affection in return. They've weaponized cuteness. When your cat gives you that soft, sleepy blink, your brain releases oxytocin, the same hormone linked to love and bonding. You feel warmth and connection while your cat earns your trust and attention. It's not manipulation in the cruel sense, it's emotional engineering. Your cat has learned the perfect visual cues to make you feel protective, calm, and caring. Even the size of their eyes plays a role. Larger, rounder eyes resemble human infants, another trick of evolution that taps into our caregiving instincts. Those eyes aren't just cute. They're powerful tools in a psychological survival strategy. Have you ever noticed how your cat seems to look extra helpless right before mealtime? Or how they suddenly act sweet when you're about to leave? That's not coincidence, that's emotional timing. Cats are experts at sensing human emotion and predicting behavior. They can detect your routine, your body language, even your tone of voice. When they sense you're distracted or distant, they act cuter or more needy to pull you back in. Behavioral scientists call this social reinforcement. Cats learn what works through repetition. They experiment constantly, And when something triggers your empathy, they remember it. Curling up on your laptop while you work isn't random, it's strategic. They're inserting themselves into your attention stream, ensuring they stay emotionally relevant. Your cat may not consciously think, "I'm manipulating my human right now," but instinctively, they're using the same psychological tactics that human toddlers and social animals use to maintain influence and affection. Cats are masters of timing. They know when to appear, when to disappear, and when to demand affection. If you're crying or feeling down, your cat might quietly walk over and sit near you. Not too close, just enough. They've learned that physical proximity during moments of sadness strengthens your bond and increases future care. When you're happy or busy, they might act aloof, reinforcing the cycle of you chasing their attention again later. It's a push and pull dynamic that keeps you emotionally engaged. Every relationship with a cat is built on controlled access, moments of affection, followed by moments of distance. It's part of what makes them so addictive. You never fully have a cat's attention. You earn it one tiny emotional reward at a time. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement, and it's one of the most powerful behavioral motivators known. Slot machines use it. So do cats. Cats are not just manipulators, they're mirrors. They reflect your emotions back at you in ways that subtly control your behavior. When you're calm, they relax. When you're tense, they withdraw. This feedback loop conditions you to stay calm around them, creating an environment they prefer. Over time, you unconsciously adjust your tone, movement, and emotional energy to keep your cat comfortable. And they, in turn, enjoy a peaceful world designed to their liking, one where your behavior supports their ideal environment. They're not just adapting to you, you're adapting to them. Cats make over 100 different vocalizations, from meows to chirps to trills. But what's fascinating is how they modify these sounds based on human response. If a cat's sad sound earns more cuddles, they'll reproduce it more often. If a chirp gets ignored, they'll replace it with something more emotionally effective. Over time, they build an emotional library of sounds that directly manipulate human empathy. Even purring at certain frequencies can influence human brain chemistry, lowering stress hormones and increasing relaxation. So when your cat cuddles up and purrs after misbehaving, they're not apologizing. They're resetting your emotions to avoid punishment. It's emotional negotiation, silent, subtle, and brilliantly effective. Sometimes, cats control us most effectively by not being there. When a cat hides or withdraws affection, humans often respond with worry, guilt, or extra attention once they reappear. That teaches the cat a powerful lesson. Disappearing increases their perceived value. By alternating between affection and distance, cats create emotional tension, the same principle that drives human attachment cycles. This unpredictability keeps owners emotionally invested. You start craving their attention like a reward. When they finally curl up beside you again, it feels special, and your brain floods with dopamine. In that moment, your cat has successfully reinforced your devotion without lifting a paw. Cats understand the concept of space better than most humans realize. Your home isn't just a shared space, it's a dynamic emotional landscape that your cat subtly controls. They choose where to sit, where to sleep, and even where you can go comfortably. Ever notice how your cat takes the middle of the bed or the warmest spot on the couch? It's not just comfort, it's dominance disguised as charm. By claiming territory in emotionally significant areas, your bed, your workspace, your lap, they make you adapt around them. You move, they stay, you adjust, they observe. It's not aggression. It's quiet psychological power, control through calmness. People often describe cats as mysterious or unpredictable, but mystery itself is part of their emotional strategy. The less predictable they are, the more invested we become in understanding them. It's the same principle used in storytelling, relationships, and even marketing. Uncertainty creates fascination. Cats instinctively create that dynamic. They give you affection in doses, vanish for hours, and then reappear when you least expect it. This emotional rhythm keeps your brain hooked. You never fully figure them out, and that's why you never lose interest. Their mystery isn't a flaw. It's a psychological masterpiece. Cats are evolution's perfect balance of elegance and cunning. Their physical design, graceful movements, symmetrical faces, soft fur triggers human aesthetic pleasure. Combine that with emotionally manipulative behavior, and you get a creature that dominates your attention without effort. When they stretch slowly, it's both a physical display and a subconscious communication of calm authority. When they roll onto their backs, showing their belly, it's a test, an invitation to engage, but on their terms. Even grooming in your presence sends a message. I'm relaxed in your territory. You should feel honored. Their beauty isn't accidental. It's part of the reason they've evolved to be irresistible. Unlike dogs, cats don't offer affection freely. They give it selectively, and that's what makes it so powerful. When your cat finally comes to you after ignoring you all day, it triggers a stronger emotional reward. Scarcity makes affection more valuable. This is one of the oldest emotional manipulation techniques known in psychology: variable reward systems. Cats didn't study behavioral science. They just embody it naturally. They know exactly how much distance to create before returning to make you feel needed again. They're not just managing their emotional energy, they're managing yours. Cats are obsessive about routine, but not just for comfort. It's also a subtle form of control. When your cat expects breakfast at 6 a.m. and wakes you by pawing at your face, that's learned dominance. They've discovered they can train you through persistence. Over time, you adjust your schedule around them, feeding, cleaning, even sleeping in ways that serve their rhythm. Without realizing it, your cat has turned you into the predictable one. They use routine not only for comfort but as an invisible leash, keeping you consistent and reliable in their world. Cuteness isn't just luck, it's a strategy. Scientists have found that animals with features resembling human infants, large eyes, small noses, round faces, trigger protective instincts in adults. Cats, intentionally or not, fit this pattern perfectly. When they tilt their heads slightly or meow softly while looking up at you, your brain floods with oxytocin and dopamine. You feel compelled to care for them, to feed them, to protect them. Cuteness becomes currency, and cats spend it wisely. They know when to use it for forgiveness, for attention, or for affection. They don't just have charm, they use it. So are cats truly manipulative, or are they just emotionally intelligent? The line between the two is thin. Manipulation implies intent, while intelligence implies awareness. But cats might exist in the space between, instinctively using emotional strategies that evolved for survival, not deceit. In the wild, understanding emotional cues from other animals meant life or death. At home, those same instincts make them masters of reading and influencing humans. They don't scheme, they adapt. And in adapting, they've become emotional architects, shaping our feelings as much as we shape theirs. Cats are emotional manipulators, but that's not an insult. It's a compliment to their intelligence and complexity. They know how to earn what they want without force, to win affection without begging, to rule our homes with silence and grace. They've turned emotional intelligence into an art form, one that keeps us hooked, loyal, and endlessly fascinated. The truth is, cats don't just survive in our world. They design it around themselves through behavior, charm, and subtle psychological mastery. They've been studying us for thousands of years. And they know exactly how to make us feed them, love them, and forgive them, all while thinking it's our idea. So next time your cat blinks slowly at you, or curls up on your laptop, or purrs right when you're angry, remember, it's not just affection. It's an influence, and you're probably already under their spell. If you love learning how cats think, behave, and secretly control our emotions, subscribe to Furry Facts and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Because understanding cats means understanding the silent intelligence that lives right beside us, watching, learning, and always one step ahead.